Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
What was your first break?
My first break as in career-wise? Or just like my first break up? Or my first broken toy?
Career.
I was in the Girlfriend Modelling Competition, which is a magazine in Australia. Thanks, guys.
How do you feel about this career?
This career that I'm in now, it rocks. I get to wear scrubs to work and wear no makeup. Orange is the new black. It's pretty much the best job ever.
How did you decide to become an actor?
I think Angelina Jolie had a lot to do with it when I was growing up.
How would you describe your specialty or type?
My specialty or type? In food or women or?
Acting.
In acting? My specialty or type? I like deep stuff. I like deep kind of dog-related, deep, edgy, moody, kind of emotional pieces are my favorite. But comedy can be fun as well.
Who's your favorite actor who you look up to?
Who do I look up to as an actor? I love Cate Blanchett. I love Johnny Depp. I love Angelina. I love a lot of actors. Jake Gyllenhaal.
What would your ideal job be?
Wait, I should say Ellen Page. I have to say Ellen Page because she's my friend, and Evan Rachel Wood. You have to include that or they'll disown me. What was the next one?
What would your ideal job be?
My ill deal would be learning how to speak better. My ideal job would be being in Orange is the New Black forever because of what I mentioned earlier, the comfort factor. Or I would work with animals, completely unacting related.
Do you consider yourself to be lucky?
I'm very lucky. I'm blessed. And a hard worker, but all those things probably in that order.
What advantages do you have?
Advantages? Definitely not my height, and not my bowl cut. The advantages are people in America like Australians, which is good. And I think that all the things that I went through as a kid, having a single mom and being like super unpopular in school, made me pretty strong and pretty confident in the real world.
What did you do before acting?
Before acting, I was DJing and presenting, but before that whole industry, I was working as a door bitch at a really big bar in Australia where they had a lot of big bands, and then I was a call center operator for a mobile phone company, but then I was a team leader. I was making my way up to the top there. I could have ruled the world in telecommunications.
Would you rather have a car or a diploma?
A diploma. I mean, you can't drive a diploma, but a diploma, which I don't have, but I have a car, a really nice one.
How do you feel about globalization?
Globalization? I don't even know what that word means.
What do you think about...
as in consumerism? Same thing. I feel like we need to leave the world alone a little bit. Otherwise we're probably all going to die. But that's a little bit morbid. So let's put a smiley face like you would in Snapchat.
What do you think about the amount of stuff people buy?
Yeah, it's bullshit. We buy too much shit that we do not need. There's that famous saying where it's we buy all this shit we don't need to impress people we don't like. It's very true. And I just got back from Nepal, which just before the earthquake hit, and there are people there that have nothing, and they're the happiest, And it's now they're going through this devastation where they literally have nothing. And we're washing our cars with fresh water. We're flushing our toilets with fresh water. It's kind of a joke.
Would you rather live the American way or be a socialist?
I don't know. Why are they all so political, these questions? I don't want to get people offside. I like to have a fan base, a multi-platformed fan base. It's like asking me if I'm going to vote for Hillary. It's you can't just go out and say those things, but I will.
What does the future look like to you?
The future looks bright. The future looks like I will have a wife, which is awesome. The future looks like I will have a family. But the future, speaking generally with the world, it looks like if we don't start putting some plans into action, that our Earth is going to be dying.
Can you tell me what conflicts or challenges the world is facing today?
Conflicts or challenges? Well, Syria, but how long do you have? There are a lot of wars still going on. There's a lot of poverty. There's a lot of, there's the 1%ers that own the majority of the world, and there's a lot of people that are suffering. Technology is advancing, but our need to own everything, getting the new laptop and the new car, it's creating just these fills of just plastic junk. junkyards. We're just creating junkyards with disposable clothing and everything. And yeah, we have a lot of conflict going on, a lot of issues.
What's your favorite way to communicate?
Face to face, or face to computer screen, or face to iPad, or whatever you're on right now.
What do you think of the creative scene in Los Angeles?
I love the creative scene in Los Angeles. It isn't that different to Australia. They're kind of laid back and cool, and we're in Silver Lake right now, and I live in Silver Lake, and I feel like we have good coffee, good music, good art. It's a pretty rad place. And people are nicer here than they are in New York. But don't tell that to my New York fans. Like I said, I want fans everywhere.
What is your favorite book, film, and music right now?
Book, film, and music will be 3 different answers. Book is Just Went Out for Milk by Tommy Cotton. Hi, Tommy. Film right now, gosh, I think the last thing I watched was like Nightcrawler. I haven't watched any films recently, but Nightcrawler was really, really good. And music, I've got this weird thing for Taylor Swift. I don't know what's happening, but I still haven't got off the 1989 album, and it's starting to really affect my time in the house.